Trump does become the nominee, would he have your support?
Absolutely not. I voted for the man twice. The first time I was not an initial supporter, but I did vote for him in the general. In 2020, I was very enthusiastic because of the choice we were facing, but I will not be voting for Donald Trump.
So what changed?
A lot's changed. The way that he's handled himself post-election, after he lost the election, and January 6th, and the other stuff that he's been involved with, I just can't abide it.
Especially since January 6th and when he lost the election, it's become all about Donald Trump. He's no longer trying to make America great again. He's trying to make himself great again. And so why do I want to put that guy back into office when I have this man, this providential figure who is miles above Trump when it comes to his chief executive skills? I mean, it's like we're being handed a gift on a silver platter. Basically, you're asking me, am I willing to vote for a guy who's likely to be a convicted felon? How do you do that?
Show Donald Trump will likely be the Republican nominee. If that is the case, will you support whoever the nominee were?
No, I wouldn't support Donald Trump. I voted for Joe Biden last time. I would do the same again if that were the race.
Is there something Donald Trump could do to win over your support from Biden if that were the eventual case?
Not at this point.
Absolutely. Is there something he did to especially sour you from him?
There are a lot of things. That's a tough one to answer, but January 6th in particular, I think this is an election about democracy, and I would ultimately choose democracy over political issues, even though I probably align more with him on a lot of the issues.
One last thing I wanted to ask you. There are some rumors that Nikki Haley may be his VP pick. In that case, what would you think, and could you support him if she was his VP?
I wouldn't support him under any circumstance, and I would say the likelihood of her being his VP I think is really low. Tucker Carlson and a whole bunch of the right-wing media is already 100% against this. I don't see him doing it. I think her support of Ukraine is critical. It's probably the top issue of the election for me is on foreign policy at this point, on deficit reduction. I think she's miles ahead of Donald Trump on both.
Absolutely. I know actually in the Republican Party, support for Ukraine is kind of divided, 50-50. She's made the case for Ukraine out here today. Can you tell me a little bit more about what you think about the Republican Party being kind of split on this issue?
I think she's 100% right. The invasion of Ukraine is wrong, it's divisive, it's unethical, and she stands on the right side of history.
I just don't think I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think he'll win.
He's just unelectable.
I think he's unelectable because that suburban voter, you think he's more popular since the 2020 election with the swing voter in America or less?
No evidence of that at all. Yeah. But he does seem to have a hold on a good chunk of the Republican Party. Whether or not it's a majority, we'll see.
That's right. But I think he's going to continue to lose altitude because we want to win. And we know with him, we lose. We have a string of losses to prove that point. And there are a lot of really good, capable conservatives who people, I think, like.